Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here to do you What's Cracking read. Good morning. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I want to say a real big thanks for those coming over from TikTok. I've done some readings for you this week and it's been really amazing. So thank you for supporting me. If you are interested in a personal reading with me, doing life coaching with me, whatever, everything is in the box below. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can go to my web page or my Facebook page, both at the Aussie Goddess. A little reminder, I'm in Goulburn on the 2nd of May and Merriweather in Newcastle area on the 20th of June. So they are at the moment my two fair dates. And of course working out of Port Kembla now every Thursday, except for the first 2 weeks in May when I will be on holidays. So hopefully trying to catch up with you in Brisbane during that time. Okay, still trying to locate a venue. So if you have any ideas and you're in Brisbane, please email me. A lot of places don't want to do a one-day thing. I've had somebody email me with some hints and tips, so all right, let's get into your reading. We're going to use the Cosmic Tarot for your reading today. All right. Well, there you go. Chariot, straight out of the gate. The Chariot is a card that talks about moving forward after having all of your ducks in a row, I guess. All of your opposing forces running in the same direction. In this particular deck, the horses are moving, but it's really good to check because in some decks they're not. They're at a standstill. So this person sort of has his horses running in the same direction, although they are a little bit going in different directions. There's forward movement here. After a period of being at a standstill. So if you've been sort of at a little bit of a stuck place or on a little bit of a hiatus or a little bit of stillness, it's time to move forward. None of us like the stillness, but now I understand that the stillness is about us using that time to work on ourselves rather than to get impatient and frustrated because things aren't moving forward. It just seems to take longer if you sort of come at it with that energy. So I feel like here you may be ready to move forward. You may be waiting for forward movement after you've been sort of sitting still for a while. Beautiful. The High Priestess coming from behind. Both cards here are Major Arcanas. And the Major Arcanas are events in our lives that are steered by the universe. The High Priestess represents intuition, but it can sometimes talk about things hidden from view and tends to come up, especially in readings, if the universe doesn't want you to see the outcome. So it's sort of like the universe is holding something up her sleeve. So if we're doing readings and we get the High Priestess, sometimes no matter how many times you lay out the cards, you just can't get the answer. Which is a sort of, I've grown accustomed to the idea now that if Spirit doesn't want you to know something, there is a relevance to that. It is a really important decision. It may be dependent on which way you choose to go, but they will not open up to you if they do not want to. So there's something here that has been holding you back from moving forward. Now, when you've been in this energy, very often it's time to focus on your intuition, focus on getting your energy to an all-time high. Because for me, this sort of energy means something's coming that you need to conserve energy for. Something's coming that you're going to have to make a huge decision on, or alternatively, decide to move in the direction that you're being led to. But something's going on here when I see the two cards together like that. The Four of Cups, wow, the Four of Swords, Four of Cups together, this is very interesting. This has something to do with your long-term stability. It has something to do with the direction you're going in life, and maybe you're in this holding pattern because Spirit wants you to understand how important this is. There's a real strong energy here of understanding a greater purpose here. Now, because you've been sort of in this energy of not really wanting to accept something or feeling like things aren't moving forward, the idea with the Four of Swords is to sort of chill out, relax, allow, and just go with the flow. So you're not forcing, you're not controlling, you're not pushing against the energy, because the energy here is just going to hold fast on you. So no matter what you do to shift or try to shift the energy, this is holding fast. Because something here is conserving your energy for something greater. Now we have the Three of Swords here. So some of you may have been going through some sort of healing. What I'm feeling here is not so much healing in healing a heartbreak. It doesn't feel to me like that sort of healing. I feel that you're being healed to move you to the next level of your ascension or your awakening. And that's why when people talk about awakening as being a one-off event, I feel like it's not. For me, it's like an onion unpeeling. It's layer after layer. It's like you reach a level, you go into some sort of hiatus, and then you push to the next level. It's like learning about something. So it's like you move to the next stage. And that's what I'm feeling like here, especially because we have that Four of Swords coming through too. Because in the traditional Four of Swords, we see the three swords over the bed and the one under the bed. So I see the three swords and I feel like you're waiting for a truth. You're waiting here for something to be shown to you so that you can move forward. You may not see it that way, because the High Priestess is saying to me here that you need more information to be able to move forward, but Spirit is holding you in place. Then I see something coming in here. There is information coming that's going to help you to see forward here. Wow, okay, and it could be through some sort of offer. I want to jump one more. Okay, for some of you, this is waiting for something to come forward from the past, possibly with a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So some of you may have been in a very potent holding place. So perhaps understand that this was a really important time for you to consider your own growth. You've been held back for a reason here. And the reason is really because the universe needs to get you ready for the next phase. For me, this is about having a second opportunity, having a second go round maybe with a person. But it could also be that you are being prepared for some sort of union. It could be that you're being prepared for a relationship. And that might seem sort of like not so big, not so important, but there is something about this connection that really deserves Spirit's attention. So something really important's happening here. Okay. And this is what you've been working on. Whether you're a male or a female, this is what you've been working on. You've been working on a higher version of yourself. So to me, that says you can't move forward until you've got into this energy. The Nine of Pentacles is very much, she's one off the 10. And it's very much this energy of feeling really content, really happy, financially secure, but sort of being in the best possible version of yourself. I want to say when I see this card that you're really starting to love yourself. This is not about picking holes in yourself. This is not about perfectionism. It has nothing to do with that. It's coming to terms with who you are and where you are in your life and accepting that with gratitude. Not wanting or desiring something more within yourself. And I'm not talking about not desiring greater wealth or not desiring greater things. That's not the point here. It's being really content with who you are. Okay. All right, because you're being prepared for love here. I'm not really sure. I'll get deeper into it so I can give you an idea of why this is, but I feel like you're about to move into something very, very special. This Ace of Cups doesn't feel like an ordinary cup to me. It feels like a very important love, maybe true love. Maybe you haven't experienced true love. Something you've been getting ready for here. And we're all here on this planet for love. That's why we're here. All right, there's the 10 of Pentacles after me saying one more step to the 10. Because something here is bringing in the 10 of Pentacles because you're almost there. Now, the 8 of Cups says to me you may have been emotionally unfulfilled in the past. But what I'm also getting from this card today is not so much the walking away from emotional dissatisfaction. I get the feeling that you may have been emotionally dissatisfied with relationships in the past. So this may have been a repeating pattern or an ongoing thing for you where you sort of find that you can't be satisfied by relationships or you can't be satisfied by love. Something here is telling me that some sort of cycle you've been on is about to come to a close and you are being prepared. Maybe this hiatus is to allow you to understand how to close this cycle out. All right, so we have here the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. See, there's the cycling right there with the 10 of Wands, and there's the cycle closing. So I feel like some of you have been very patient. Some of you may have got frustrated by waiting. Some of you may have felt that you wanted to walk away on many occasions, but you stuck through it. Having faith and trust that the universe would provide you with what you wanted. But the 7 of Pentacles says to me you've been incredibly patient throughout this whole process. There is very much this feeling here with the 9 and 10 together that you've realized a pattern that you've been going through. You've understood what you've had to learn here, especially with this lion in the background. This says to me you've gone through this strength process. You've tamed those inner beasts. See, they're behind a wall now. And you're ready to move on to this next stage, which is closing the cycle out. Now, very often when we go from the 9 to the 10, it represents the Ace. So it could be that you are getting some sort of information here that's going to help you close this cycle. All right, so we have the 4 of Wands coming through. Wow, I love it. 7 of Cups. You've broken through an illusion. All right, 6 of Pentacles coming through here. So for many of you, this is understanding how to accept love. The 6 of Pentacles is always about equal give and take. But this goes much deeper than that, because when we're talking equal give and take, we're talking about receiving at a great level. So you can have, you know, a solid relationship but not feel connected. You can have a relationship where you're putting in all 6 pentacles and not receiving anything. But at the end of the day, this has to be reciprocated in some way, shape or form. But we might not be talking about reciprocation at a material level. We may be talking about reciprocation at a much deeper level. And maybe for some of you here that I'm talking to, you've never received love that has made you feel that you're being appreciated. So there's very much this energy of something being revealed to you here with this moon, which will show you what you've waited for. So I feel like somebody's coming in to really love you back. I feel like somebody's coming in to show you the love you've never had. All right, so we have the Chariot coming through, followed by the High Priestess. This says to me something is coming, but you may not see it yet. I feel like due to your dissatisfaction, you may have really got into some healing work here. You may have started to understand, especially with the 3 of Swords, some of your past pains and hurts. Here comes that wand we're looking for to close out the cycle. And it could be coming from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. But this is fire energy, Leo, Sag, or Aries. Whatever is coming in here, I feel like, this card often talks about somebody from the past or something being returned to you here. But I actually feel this is a little different. This sort of feels to me like you are being raised up from some sort of past energy. It's sort of like you're moving past something now. So maybe you're getting above your hurts of the past. Maybe you're finally leaving, maybe a victim mentality behind. Maybe you're leaving a lack mentality behind. I feel like you're being raised up by spirit because something here is completely healed. That's what it's feeling like. And I feel like you might here be dealing with someone who's going to move you in a completely new direction. I feel like, look at her look on her face. It's like she's waited for this. So I feel like what you've got coming in is some sort of energy. I feel like you've seen past some sort of illusion. That's what I want to say. I feel like maybe you've been living in this bubble all your life and something's about to come in to burst that bubble and put you in to an energy of being able to see how you've been viewing your life in the past. Maybe you didn't realize you were so powerful. Maybe you didn't realize that you had the tools you needed to move forward. But something in this card says to me that you are bursting some sort of bubble that you've been living in. Because when I look at this, I think this is the beautiful energy of reciprocation. This is the energy of stability coming through. So somehow or another, some energy you're bringing in here is going to help you to become more stable and more in tune with your life here. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, let's have a look and see what Spirit has to add to that. Oh, that one wants to come out. Commitment. So maybe for some of you, this is about commitment to a relationship. Let's have a look. 3 events. Maybe commitment to something else here. But I feel like for many of you, this is something to do with a relationship and commitment. Okay, this is a promise. So maybe there's some sort of promise you made before you came here when you were doing up your Akashic records. This card shows a man signing papers at a table and it foretells a commitment on the horizon. It may be in fact in the form of a romantic relationship or even a marriage. There could also be a business commitment, a job offer, a partnership, a rental agreement, or the sale of a house. All these activities bode well for you at this time. This card may also signify a good resolution to a legal matter, especially one you've been dealing with for a while. Of course, you still need to do your research and get a clear understanding of your part in this commitment. Investigate what's expected of you and what you can expect of everyone else involved. Being well informed will help the new endeavour go smoothly. Indeed, being prepared and informed helps all areas of life. The universe blesses your commitments as you bring your personal power and highest intention to all that you do. So that's what I said. I feel like you're being prepared for something here. Something quite big, something quite large. All right, I will see you. Thank you.